What's poppin', y'all? Yo, it is day 7. It has been a full week of watermelon flushing. Y'all, I feel... Uh-oh, there's a little spider right here. I feel incredible. I feel full of life. I feel like my breathing, not to say, you know, my breathing's been bad, but I feel a difference in my breathing. Like mucus is clearing my body. I have actually been having like mucus draining out of my nose and, you know, coughing up some stuff. I have been smoking a lot. So that could be a result of that, you know, my body just cleansing itself. I feel like my mental clarity gets better and better every day. I feel like my confidence level is rising and rising just within self, within my abilities, within my perception on my future, like my capabilities. I just feel like I'm more capable of a lot more. Doubt is diminishing and disappearing. So physically and emotionally, I'm just elevating. Spiritually, I feel very connected. I'm having spiritual experiences and messages come to me in ways I've had before, but they're just very in depth. I can't really put certain things to words right now. Like I'm still trying to understand the whole experience and what's going on. But ultimately, I feel incredible. So yesterday, I really didn't do too much. I did go out of town because for the music video that we shot a couple days ago, one of the models left their heels, so I went over to their city, drop off their heels, you know, said hello, whatnot, came back home. Today, I'm just gonna chill, really enjoy myself. It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna sit out here in the sun, probably do some standing tucks, because whenever you're on this fruit cleanse, if anything, make it a lifestyle, okay? Because that's my ultimate goal. But I'm being patient with myself because I know the importance of running out your desires and, you know, not depriving yourself of certain desires. You know, I'm young. And here's a beetle who got flipped over. There you go, buddy. I'm gonna flip you over. There you go, buddy. So after today, I'm actually going to have some stuff that I used to eat before: beans, rice, vegetables, salads, cheese. I'm not really gonna slowly work my way back to what I was eating. I'm just gonna go right to it, and I'll show you guys or give you guys my experience, how that makes me feel and whatnot. I've always been a personal scientist of self. You know, I've said that many times on my channel, but I'll, you know, tell you guys how it goes, how it makes me feel. I'm sure I have an idea of how it's gonna make me feel because I've just been eating watermelon, and to go back to what many people may think is light, but back to salad and vegetables like potatoes, and you know, even that is heavy at a certain level once you have been doing things a certain way, and you really start to realize what is food and what is food. So actually, let's get into it. Let me go into the stew and continue this conversation. All right, so let's get into this. Food for me and how I see it now, well, I've been seeing it like this, but now I'm actually experiencing it in a different type of way, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Food is information, and I've said this for years, but it's the type of information that you want. For example, fruits have structured information. Information that is beneficial, harmonious, and balanced, okay? Foods that have been processed, foods that have been cooked and depleted of their nutrients and biophotons, the information in that kind of food is unbalanced, not harmonious, has information leading toward death instead of life. Okay, food that is alive, like fruits, vegetables, that haven't been cooked or anything, have better information, if you will. It has more balanced, more beneficial information for you. Not to say one is worse than the other, you're just gonna get different results. That's all I'll say. So also what I'm finding is whenever you are cleansed, it's easier for the body to absorb and utilize the nutrients. If you are eating a lot of food that's clogging you up, and now your intestine is gunked up, you know, the walls of your intestine are just caked with shit, basically, tar, and decaying material, you're not gonna get all the nutrients from the food you eat, because your absorption ratio, the amount of nutrients you absorb from your food, is very low. And this can happen from many other reasons as well. But I feel like most people in the world, at least in America, because I don't know all that, but a lot of people in America probably have a low absorption rate because the types of foods that we're told we should eat and that are beneficial for us and have a well-balanced diet and all this kind of stuff. So when we do think, you know, we're taking our supplements or taking our vitamins or whatever, which you kind of really don't need if you're eating a certain way, but when you are doing healthy things, you're not receiving the benefits because you're not absorbing all the nutrients. So there's just a lot that I'm receiving, that I'm learning, that I am experiencing. Because like I said, I've talked about these things before. It's just that I didn't necessarily live it for real. I didn't experience it head on. I experienced it little bits here and there, but I didn't really go all in. But now I'm going all in. Besides for this weekend. So I am gonna take a break, and then August 1st I'm starting back, just watermelon. We're going for a month. We might go longer. Who knows? It just depends on how I feel. After 7 days, a lot of my desires were kind of easier to manage, let me say. I'm not gonna say they were gone. I'm not gonna say my urges were gone and my cravings were gone, but they were easier to handle. So I can only imagine after a month, I'm probably gonna be like, psh, I mean, might as well keep going. But we'll see how it goes. Message for today: be kind to yourself. Take it easy. All right, there isn't one way that's eating. There's not one way of eating that's better or worse. You are on your own spiritual journey. Okay? Your purpose here is different from other people's. It may be in your purpose to eat junk food and a lot of meat and drink a lot of alcohol and do a lot of drugs right now. That's okay. That is A-OK. It may be in your best interest to be masturbating right now and having sex right now and maybe having multiple people and living out your desires, and you shouldn't feel bad for that. And don't let nobody make you feel bad for that. You are a god, you are a goddess, you are the creator of your reality. And as long as you understand and you're conscious of what you're doing, you are A-OK. All right, even if you're unconscious. All right, what's meant to be will always be. You cannot mess up. All right, my friend. So be kind to yourself. If you want to start along this journey, maybe you won't do just one fruit. Maybe you just start eating salads more often. Maybe you start just eating chicken instead of red meat. Maybe you just get rid of pork. Do what you feel fits, okay? What I'm doing is what I feel fits and where I have gotten to so far along my journey. And I've been on this journey for years and years and years and years and years. All right, and I'm just now doing mono fruits. I mean, I did it last year too, but really going in, okay? If I would have did this 5 years ago, number one, I probably wouldn't have done it because I didn't. I wouldn't have even thought about it. I was still, you know, reprogramming myself. I still had beliefs that I need certain amounts of nutrients in a day, and my body wouldn't be optimal if I didn't have a balanced diet. And, you know, I was still brainwashed in a way. I mean, everything's brainwashed, right? But I had the veil. The veil was still very thick for me, okay? But now I'm ready. Now Source has been preparing me, has been urging me to move in this direction. I have been procrastinating and not listening to the call because I'm just living it up, you know, and it's summertime. But there comes a point where you deeply understand and realize that the journey, the putting your source first, the stepping into your new version is more beneficial than the temporary satisfaction of social media and sex and drugs and pleasurable foods. It's way worth the pleasure and the temporary satisfaction. And once I reached that point and I started to meditate on it, I didn't necessarily have to make myself do this. The more I was aware of it and the more I was like contemplating it, the more my source was just making it something more natural for me. So if this is something that's hard for you to digest, it's hard for you to start, just keep thinking about it. Maybe you shouldn't start yet. Start whenever it's not as much of a hassle. This shouldn't be like a task. This should come from a natural place of wanting to enhance yourself, wanting to upgrade. It shouldn't be, oh, let me do this challenge because I know if he could do it, I could do it. And like, it shouldn't be a contest. It shouldn't be that way, okay? Let it come from a natural place. Let it be enjoyable. Because for me, because I want to do this for my self-worth, for my future, for my family, for doing this for myself is more than just me. Because I want to do it for a bigger purpose and because it's coming naturally for me, it's easy. It's not so difficult to give certain things up. But if I was forcing this, it wouldn't be that easy. I wouldn't have the same experience, and it may give me a bad taste in my mouth. I may be like, well, mono meals just ain't for me. Well, eating just fruits just ain't for me. But it's not that it's not for me. I just wasn't ready for it, and I just decided to force myself. Okay? So anyway, you guys, much love to you. You are whole, you are strong, you are beautiful. You are perfectly the person you are supposed to be today. Okay? Don't let anybody make you feel low because of what you're eating, because of how you live your life. Don't let anybody make you feel less of who you are. And who you are is a magical, inspirational, beautiful, amazing person. Hey, you want to say something in the video? How do you feel today? Anyway, much love to y'all, and I will see you in the next video.